All right, let's jump right in. What if I told you that one of the most powerful tools for wrangling your stress is something you're doing right this very second, without even thinking about it? Yep, it's your breath. And in the next few minutes, we're going to learn how to use it to take back control. Seriously, think about it for a second. The last time you felt that pressure build or that wave of anxiety hit, what was your breathing doing? I bet it got all quick and tight, right? Most of us don't even have a clue it's happening. So what's going on there? Well, it's our built-in alarm system. When we feel stressed, our body's fight or flight response just takes over, and our breathing automatically gets really shallow and fast. It moves from way down deep in your belly up into your chest. And here's the crazy part. That shallow chest breathing, it's not just a symptom of stress. It actually creates this feedback loop that keeps you feeling stressed out. But on the other side, we've got the off switch, that deep, powerful belly breathing. This sends a direct signal to your brain saying, hey, we're safe. You can stand down. This right here is the absolute foundation for everything else. Belly breathing, or as it's sometimes called, diaphragmatic breathing. This is how we can manually flip the switch in our nervous system from all-out panic back to cool and calm. So let's just try it real quick. Wherever you are, get comfortable, put one hand on your chest and the other on your belly, just below your ribs. Now take a slow breath in through your nose. The real key here is to feel the hand on your belly rise up while the hand on your chest stays pretty still. Then, as you breathe out, feel that belly gently fall. That's it. That's the feeling we're going for. Okay, now that we have that basic belly breath down, let's build on it with our first tool. This is called box breathing, and it is an incredibly simple, super structured way to calm your whole system down and get your focus back in like seconds. Ready? Let's do a round together. The first side of our box is the inhale. So breathing in slowly through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, at the very top of that breath, just gently hold it. Don't strain. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now for the third side of the box. Let's slowly and smoothly breathe out through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4. And the final piece. Just pause with your lungs empty for a count of 4 before you start the next breath. Inhale for 4, hold for 4. Exhale for 4, hold for 4. That's the whole pattern. So simple, right? Now, our second tool is a bit of a heavy hitter. This is the 4-7-8 technique, and you can think of it as a natural tranquilizer for your nervous system. It is fantastic for when you're feeling really anxious or if you're struggling to fall asleep at night. So here's how this one works. First, you just push all the air out of your lungs. Then you breathe in quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Now you hold that breath for a count of 7. And finally, you exhale everything out through your mouth for a long, steady 8 seconds. And here is a really important detail. For that long 8-second exhale, you actually want to make a sound, kind of a whoosh. It might feel a little silly at first, but that forceful, extended exhale is a huge part of what makes this technique so incredibly relaxing. It's not just for show. Okay, so you might be thinking, this is cool and all, but why does just breathing in a pattern work so well? Well, this isn't some kind of mental trick. These techniques are actually causing direct physical changes inside your body. It really all comes down to this thing called the baroreflex. The easiest way to think about it is like your body's internal pressure gauge, or maybe even an emergency brake for your stress response. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you are literally pulling that brake, sending a powerful signal straight to your brain to cancel the high alert. And the results? They're pretty amazing. By hitting that internal brake, you can physically lower your heart rate, bring down your blood pressure, and reduce levels of the main stress hormone, cortisol. It even helps with muscle tension and can massively improve your sleep. That's the kind of power we're talking about here. So, which one should you use and when? Think of it like this. Box breathing is your go-to for in-the-moment stress, like before a big meeting or when you just need to focus. The 4-7-8 breath is for when you need deep relaxation, like winding down before bed or calming down from a really intense moment. I absolutely love this quote from the research. What it means is that a healthy, resilient heart doesn't beat at a perfectly steady rhythm. There should be tiny variations between each beat. And guess what? These breathing exercises actually improve that variability, which is a huge marker of good health.
So, if you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. Your breath is basically a remote control for your nervous system. You have, right now, the power to manually switch from high alert to stand down anytime, anywhere. It's kind of a superpower you've had all along.
So let's end on this question. The next time you feel that stress starting to creep in, or your mind just won't shut up, what could you change in that exact moment, in your body, in your focus, in your reaction, by taking just one single conscious breath?